Imagine a life without emotion. This imagined life, even if you're having a bad day, would seeing a smile on someone's face make you seem happy, make you feel happy, or would it just remind you of what might be lacking in your own very real life? As we live through our complicated and tough lives, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, more relaxing than lounging on a sofa at the end of the day, just you and your thoughts, reminiscing about all the happy memories of the day, seeing the people who made you smile. And yet, you can't. There's a block deep inside your mind that's preventing you from feeling the happiness that you truly deserve. Yet you do not know how to release it without embarrassing yourself. So you bury it deep inside your mind, hoping it will never cause you trouble again, just for it to resurface the next day, and the next, and the next. This feeling of constant strain is a sad reality for 77% of people. Just think about that. 8 out of 10 people, even 8 out of 10 friends, are stressed to the point of physical detriment, ranging from a hot sweat to even a heart disease, and they don't even know about it. I met one of my best and closest friends around 11 years ago, and we're still best friends to this day. He's just like most of us. Young, intelligent, filled with potential, and of course, funny. He lives life like most of us, hanging out with his friends, playing sports, video games, and having fun. He would never shy away from learning or making new friends, often being eager to be the new kid at school instead of being afraid. However, as I grew up with him, sharing my experiences and my accomplishments, I realized that he has a problem. Despite his happy outward appearance and emanating joy, he was faced with a deep internal challenge, one of the greatest challenges that any man or woman can ever face, the burden of overwhelming emotions. He was dealing with the loss of both of his grandfathers, both who taught valuable lessons about his culture and his future. He used to spend almost each and every summer with them in India, learning valuable life lessons and creating irreplaceable memories. He would till his grandfather's farmland with them, learning about the value of patience and hard work. Yet, his undying love for them would only be separated by death itself. He was devastated, yet he would not let himself shed a tear. He did not want the world to know, he did not want his friends to know of all of the invaluable moments he had with his grandfathers that we no longer get to experience. This feeling is overbearing, and we need something to solve this. That's why we have crying. Crying is a natural bodily reaction to emotional pain and physical pain. It releases oxytocin, a common chemical, and endorphins, a natural chemical painkiller, forming a sense of well-being and relieving tension. Numerous studies have shown that crying prevents illnesses such as heart disease and mental disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder by over 70%, relieving tension and also forming a better sense of well-being by over 20%. It's easy enough to say that crying is good, but why should you do it? Just like in my friend's example, an overwhelming emotional burden is a serious problem. Now, look to your right. Now, look to your left. These people, these strong, confident, dignified people that you're sitting next to, there's an 80% chance that they're not as happy as they seem. They could be dealing with a massive problem, and they're trying to seem happy just for you. There could be a massive stress on their shoulders, yet they want to maintain a proper outside image. So they hold those emotions in until they eventually deteriorate in their mind. Emotions are a part of us, and they define who we are. They allow us to feel happy, they allow us to feel sad, they allow us to create valuable memories with people. However, no matter what overwhelming emotions we may have, be it over-optimistic or despondent, we must know that suppressing those emotions does not mean eliminating them. The only bridge to create connection is through vulnerability. We must break down our walls that hide our emotions and let everyone know who we truly are for what we feel on the inside, not what our potential facade of happiness is. We must cry, and we will cry. Crying is good. Just remember, people cry not because they're weak, is because they've been strong for too long. Thank you.